is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for love and support. We're just going through all these different things in our life that, has really put us in a dark place. But thank God we can always, change the way we view things as we focus on life as well as our beautiful achievements. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift and how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very informative to you, uplifting, gives you good vibes, or inspires you in some kind of way that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share. Or your favorites wherever you see fit. And thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Y'all, I had to put this video on, this meditation on. It's got me waking up because I've been feeling so drained lately. It's called Brain Reset 2, Frequency Fatigue Relief, Chronic Fatigue Relief, Sound Therapy Meditation. I will post that link in the description box below. For us, it does not take much for us to, get so drained and just lose motivation because you just want to go to sleep. So it's just like, hey, I asked the spirit guys, can you please, stimulate my my energy so I can do what I need to do, because there's so many things I want to do, but it's just like I feel so drained to do it. But yeah, my video today is Quincy 101. Heyoka's loving and embracing who you are, not what the world wants you to be. It's true, a lot of people are okay just being, they feel like there's no room for change. I'm comfortable where I am. I'm the type of person that's just like, no matter, even if I'm in a place where, I'm living comfortably, there's always room for improvement. There's always room to do more in your life. A lot of times you can look at folks and it's just like, oh, I wish I could be where you're at, but you have to understand, if those people are not willing to open their lives up for growth and more achievement, that's them. But it's just a lot of times we try to understand, why is life so hard for us at times? Why does it seem like we're being stretched out in so many different directions? Why are things so stressful for us? These are the things that motivate you to want your life better, live a better way. See yourself in a higher perspective, knowing that we're the ones that are light working, being those empaths that serving humanity for the greater good. So a lot of times we're being put in challenging situations for us to be able to use our life as an example, to be able to help others understand their journey as I do. I'm like I say, I'm very humble for what I do. I love what I do. Being able to know how I felt when there was nobody I can physically turn to talk to about certain things. There were some people that knew what I was going through and didn't say anything because they were threatened by my growth. They threatened by my strength, but I'm good with that. You can be able to look at dark circumstances as a way of growth. Just know that you would never put somebody else in a position, or allowing yourself to say, I would never allow myself to put something on somebody where I felt that way as well. We have to be mindful, being discerning. You're embracing your gifts. You're allowing yourself to learn more. There are so many people that are starting to subscribe to the channel where our family base connection is like growing rapidly. There's a lot of people that are on that road to self-discovery and trying to understand, why is my life this way? Why am I that person that always sticks out like a sore thumb? My life is overwhelming. I'm constantly in stressful situations. A lot of times our poor decisions, or us, deciding what to do while we're in stressful moments, or in our feelings about things has brought us to that dark time. There's a lot of people that I know, well, there's a few people that I know that, they keep on wondering why things are like that, where, dark times keep coming back to back to back, because universe is sending us messages, so don't be hard on yourself. Universe is sending us messages like, don't stay focused on certain things that has happened in your life. Those bad times are supposed to teach you to be a better person. When people are threatened by your growth, it's just the fact is they see potential in you that you weren't able to see in yourself. They want to be like you. You inspire them in a way, even though they might not say it. You inspire them because they wish they can be able to do things like you do, wish they could be able to feel like you feel, but they also have to put that work in. And a lot of people want things to be handed to them. A lot of times we feel like, oh, I'm gonna wait until good times come. If you're waiting for good times to come, there's never going to be a convenient time for you. It's like that time starts now. And I have to tell myself as well, I send my messages out to the world. It's like, please, allow me whatever you can bring towards my way for me to be able to help myself grow, like, in a big way, or give me ideas that can help me, place myself on the map of, succeeding. I'm open to that. I love the fact is that, I'm willing to learn more. If I see different videos that inspire me, that resonates with me, it allows me to do more research on things that I go through and being able to make videos about those certain circumstances or situations, because a lot of times we can be in a situation where it can be stressful and you're like, is anybody else going through this? And, why am my life like this? I know I'm an empath, but I felt different from other people, and all these different things is happening for a reason. A lot of times we got to go through, downfalls for us to be able to search, okay, what do I do? How do I, things that the way I'm doing things are not working. That's when, you have to be open to what the universe is sending you to do. Allowing yourself to step up a bigger goal for yourself. Stop doing everything at the norm where it's not really pushing you to do anything. And I had to be able to do that for myself, like really challenge myself. Don't just allow myself, oh, okay, I did this and this and that. At least I can say I did it. And there's times I've done that. And so it's just like, now I allow myself to, when I talk to myself towards certain things, like I'm pushing out, I'm separating, coming to terms with, allowing yourself, I always tell people don't use the word cope, because it's like cope is like putting a band-aid on a broken leg. It's not going to work. You have to be able to face the things that, scare you, that make sure your demeanor change, or your emotions change. Allow yourself to come to terms, if there's certain circumstances is no longer happening, you have to be able to understand this is what set the bar for you to progress in a major way. When you're embracing your gift and you want to learn more about it, it's going to take you places that that's going to astound you. And it's just going to be a beautiful thing, because now you're going to end up connecting with people that are going through the same situations you are and ready to succeed. Not placing the blame on just everybody else. I like with my situation, I can go all day about what, my family did, what my ex did, but I allow myself to make certain decisions and reacted to certain things that has placed me in dark places too. So I had to be able to, own up to my responsibility on the decisions I made. Yes, there was a lot of things that was altered for me to be able to react a certain way, but I also had to be able to take that time out to say, look, I was running off of emotions. I reacted to did things because I feared what was around that corner. And I had to really come to terms with that. I don't feel bad. Everything happens for a reason, but it allowed me to be able to look at my situations and say, you know what, I need to work on that. I'm working on that. So I'm open for progress. And you always should leave yourself open for it. Because like I said, there's a lot of people out here that are comfortable being just mediocre. That's you weren't here for that. A lot of times you feel like, gosh, why don't I fit in? Because you're not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to stand the hell out. For you to be that example, because there's a lot of things, I tend to sometimes draw back and go back there. And there's so many times universe is like, no, you are so much more in a better place now. Don't go back. Even though there's times that you get frustrated because you feel like, there's times I say, certain situations I didn't even have to go through if people would have just been honest with me, or, people would have helped me that did know about my situation, but didn't, want to help me because they envy my situation. And I used to be mad at them, but I'm glad I took them out my life. I'm glad I can say everything I'm doing, if I, wherever it takes me to, not if, but when it does take me there, I can say I did that on my own. For me, being able to be open and honest and keep it real on all levels about the things that I struggle with, the things that I'm still coming to terms with, the things that I'm separate myself from, things I will not tolerate, allowing myself to love myself, flaws and all, roles and all, whatever, I'm allowed to do that, but I know if there's something that I know I can change about my life, my personality, the way I view things, the way I respond to things, the way I look at it, all those different things, if I'm leaving myself open for change, big and better is coming for you. If you allow yourself to see where you're at and there's certain things that you can change. Now, if it's something that you can't change, you have to just accept the fact it is what it is. You know, don't allow yourself to say, oh, well, I went out and helped these people and they didn't do anything for me. Okay, but they taught you not to, don't allow world life experiences with negative people take your smile away, take your joy away. When you smile and they see you out, you have to be able to, keep it moving, be polite, be cordial. Hey, how you doing? Oh, nice to see you again. All right, but I'll see you later. I got things to do. You don't have to be, hateful towards a lot of people. I mean, there's people that I've seen that has really did me dirty, and I can either just look at them and keep on going, or if I see them, I'm like, hey, how you doing? And just keep going on the other way. Allow them to know you are not the reason behind my smile, and you daggone sure ain't the reason for my tears. And keep it moving. A lot of my situation allowed me to be able to say I would never be like that. And God, if I did, please forgive me for ever being like that towards people. Because a lot of times we have made mistakes that we cannot take back. We have said things you cannot take back. But when you leave your life open to be a better person than you were yesterday, not competing against somebody else's journey, because their journey is their journey, yours is your journey. If y'all want to go ahead and walk along the way and meet each other halfway, and being able to walk on your journey together, hey, that's good. Allowing yourself to be around, even be people that are motivated, motivated to do better. I love when I can be around people that are like-minded like me. I feel so blessed, because a lot of times we feel like things are not changing for us, but just allow yourself to see the people that are coming towards your way. I have so many people that are coming towards my way, allowing me to see, Roslynn, I'm going through a really hard time, and I'm trying to, stay focused, and, I'm just trying to, understand why things are the way they are. That's why I love the fact that I'm not bringing anybody in that has a negative impact on my life. And when they do, my intuition tell me, don't, no, there was a person that just did that, and I had to get them out of my life so quick. Even though I was like open to help them, it was just something that wasn't right about that person. Anytime that there's something about that person that you just give them a side eye for some reason, don't engage that any further, because that's your intuition telling you you're not supposed to mesh with that person. But just politely leave. Politely cut them off. Politely put them on mute. And allow yourself to keep going. A lot of times, universe places us in certain situations. I've said this before, but you have to be able to hear it again to have that friendly reminder. A lot of times, universe, as well as God or whatever, will put you in certain situations not to hurt you, but just to see how your reaction is going to be. It might be a person that has hurt you in some kind of way, or it could have been an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend that has cheated on you and dogged you the hell out. Certain things that you probably been addicted to, they will place in your in your way, just to see if you're going to turn back to how you used to be, or are you going to overcome and just say that's not for me. I've had all those different situations that's come into my life, and I'm so blessed that a lot of it I have been able to succeed off of that. There are certain things that, I said, oops, I need to go ahead and work on that. Because there's sometimes that I done sat up here and told people about my life experience, but I just didn't want to give that energy like it did when it first happened to me, like when I first experienced, where I first realized I want to be able to use my situation to be able to help other people and not speak of it in a negative way. Like I said, I don't have any animosity towards, you know, my mom's ex-husband and his wife. You know, they allowed me to be able to see the strength and the power I have in myself to not allow them to say you cannot affect me anymore, because I'm not, you know, I'm not allowing you to be in my life like that. I'm not going to allow you to come in and get any kind of information or allow anybody that I know might affiliate with them to give them any information, you know, towards, even when it comes to my ex. I don't, you know, I'm not going to go along and I don't put nothing out of there that, you know, I can know you can prey upon or block or anything like that. I had to learn my lessons from those things, because a lot of times you can get cocky with people that, you know, you're ready to separate from, but you know you're in a karmic situation that you have to learn, heal, grow, and forgive. You know, don't allow yourself to be, oh well, this and this and that, you know, and the next thing you know, this is your karma just because you put out too much, because you just knew better things are coming, and you were giving out information that you supposed to have been able to keep to yourself. A lot of situations where we end up, you know, talking too much and being able to let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, and that has done our growth. You know, you have to be able to, you know, move in silence sometimes. You know how they say real G's move in silence, and then when you finally get where you got to get, and you know your stuff is right there in your lap, then you can go ahead and say something, because you can't pray on what you don't see. And I had to really learn that. You know, there are certain times people have, you know, came up on the book of, you know, tube of me, and, you know, subscribe to me just because they affiliated with somebody in my past and they know the things that I was doing. So they, you know, oh, I need help. And the next thing you know, no, you needed help trying to get information that is not clearly not there. You know, I don't put anything out. You know, I allow people to guess or assume, because if you don't tell what your next motive is, or what your next move is, you know, they can't pray to stop that, because a lot of people, you are a threat to them because they don't want to see you succeed, or they wish they had the life that you had, or, you know, just anything. People are just like that. So you have to allow yourself, you know, I say I just focus on the now. I don't, you know, I did what I needed to do. You know, I know that there are certain things I need answers to, but I can't focus on that right now, because if I do, I drive myself crazy. I got to focus on helping other people come to terms with their trauma, allowing themselves to know that this too shall pass, allowing them to see their past mistakes, to be able to use that as the motivation to make themselves better, allowing themselves to see their old situations has got them in certain situations that could have really damaged their chapters of their lives. You know, being able to see that and be blessed that you had these things occur in your life allows you to know what to look for when certain things come towards your way like that again. It's like, oh, this reminds me of that situation. I allow myself to get towards that point. So I like being that positive example. You know, I might not be where I'm at, but I know I'm heading towards things that, you know, universe and God's going to open for me that no man can shut. You know, I can't allow myself to worry about, is this person going to try to block my blessings? I know if I'm not putting anything out there to say what I'm doing next, nobody can't block me on that. You can pray all you want to, you know, because I always tell people, be very careful about what you wish on me, because there's a lot of people that done that. Next thing you know, their finances got messed up. All of a sudden they got really, really sick. You know, I've heard people, oh, Roslynn, I got pneumonia. I kind of figured that because I felt you trying to put some stuff on me, or I felt you trying to put speed bumps in my way after I've helped you. So, you know, I'm not going to be bitter and mad about you, because I know I didn't put nothing out there for you to block. You know, but just the fact is you went all the way out your way to do that after I helped you. I ain't got to worry about that, because you just don't mess your whole, you know, whatever you were trying to work towards, that will mess you up just because of who I am. That I don't do that. And I always make sure I say that every once in a while in videos. Be careful what you wish on me. You ain't even got to think I know, but I do know. You know, God allowed me to have gifts like that, you know, and you always got to understand what enemies are for you. They will make, you know, they will make some things up for you that will not prosper. You know, a lot of times we mess ourselves up because we push too much out there. You let too many people in your business. You're allowing people to be able, you can't be conceited or, you know, arrogant about the things you're coming on to, you know, or whatever, or achieving. You know, if you're using that as a positive influence to help somebody else, then okay, that's good. You know, but if there's somebody out there that goes out their way to try to stop your growth or your you know, your success, that shows a lot about their character, and it shows a lot about yours. Don't allow yourself to get out of character because of somebody else's ignorance. you know, because push come to shove, they know they wouldn't want somebody doing that to them about that. But sooner or later, there might be something they want in their life, and they don't forgot about the things that they put on you to make sure they didn't get it. And next thing you know, they wonder why their whole life is falling apart. There's so many people who have done that to me. And I always wonder, why are y'all sick? We could be, you'll ask questions like, what do you need to do to get out of certain situations? Or what do you need to do this? And then it's just me thinking, I'm talking to friends, and I had to be really mindful about, what questions I answered, because when they did that, they found out things that I needed to do to get out my situation. They prayed to God that I wouldn't succeed on that situation. And they'll wonder why, oh, Roslynn, I'm so sick. I got pneumonia. I got bronchitis and all this. And I'm like, oh, I tried to warn you about that. So I said, but I still end up praying for them anyway, because that's something that they showed their insecurities off. Like Heyokas, we have a bad way of bringing that out on people. But just being able to allow yourself to embrace your gift, see where it takes you, allow yourself to motivate yourself to keep going, never giving up. Even though it might seem hard, or it might seem like it's forever that you're going to be able to, walk into your abundance. We're all on a new chapter in life, but there's so many things that we still needed to work on, and if you're allowing yourself to be open to progress like that, they can tell you, oh, it's going to be a while, but you got to just be patient. You never know. It could come next day or next week, and it's going to be something that you weren't even expecting. But if you're being grateful for the information as well as the blessings of abundance they're placing in your life, they're allowing things, to loosen up the reins real, a little bit, for you to not to be so stressed out while you're trying to heal on yourself. You're trying to work yourself, and you be grateful for those things. I had to be able to step back and say, God, I'm glad you did this for me. I'm glad you did that. Even though I'm stressed out, you try to make things a little bit easier for me. And I do appreciate that. When they see that you're showing an attitude of gratitude, and even if it's just a little blessing that, you weren't expecting, you have to be grateful for that, because that'll allow them know, oh, okay, they're appreciating what we brought into their lives. Even though there's times that, people might come up and try to, tear your world upside down, you can't put your faith in worrying about what people do, because that's a lot of times when you worry about stuff like that, you're manifesting that to slow you down. You're allowing yourself to lower your frequencies because you're worried about somebody else's motives. If you know that you have cut them out of your lives, and you just got to pray for them, allow yourself to put them warriors on, around you, for you, for you to be able to grow, but not have somebody try to intervene for you getting towards your greatness. So allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to open up to the knowledge that universe is trying to guide you towards, because those are going to be the things that's going to get you over the mountaintop. So I hope that you were able to resonate with the content of my video. Much love to you. Let me give a post notification. Shout out to Miss Sharon Gregg and Wendell Parker. Much love to you. Welcome to the fam. I always tell people, if you ever need to talk to me, and you don't feel comfortable with putting it on YouTube, the channel comments, you can always look me up on Facebook Messenger. I try not to put people on my page, because that's where my family and stuff is. So I'd rather be comfortable with just putting you on Facebook Messenger, so you can get in touch with me there. And anything we talk about is 100% confidential. I'll help out as much as I can, guide you towards the things that you need to know about yourself as well as your mission. So like and subscribe. Let me know if you write me a comment, and let me give you a post notification shout out. Let me know if you resonate. Subscribe, hit that bell, share, give me a thumbs up, tell somebody about the channel. And know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray for everything that you're healing from, as well as you're bringing forth in your life, to give you a better way of living, truly comes 10 times fold than what you actually expected. So, allow yourself to be, kind, send kind words out to people. Love, blessing, prosperity, as well as positive vibes. You never know, your kind words as well as your vibes can really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Be safe. Have a blessed weekend. Be responsible for everything you do. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace. Be wild.